ever myself.
I don't know where that.
Hey, there's children.
If that's what you want me to do,
There's children.
I'm not asking you that. I'm asking you about the consideration
see you later,
that
then.
you should
Don't
still
worry.
have
So
with
rude.
me as a human being.
Rapper Busta Rhymes is facing assault charges in an attack in Brooklyn. Police say the 52-year-old, whose real name is Trevor Smith, punched a man in the face numerous times. Authorities say it started with an argument between the two men.
One day I came to Daddy's house, and Diddy and Q-Tip and Fat Joe.
Everybody knows what a rainbow is, you know what I'm saying? Everybody knows what the sky can bring. It brings rain, it brings the sun. Like, you understand what life is too, you know? So for me to know that you have a great, Raymond Harvey is Busta Rhymes, is his real name.
Something shady is going down, and Busta Rhymes is smack in the middle of it. The streets are buzzing and the energy is off. Quiet whispers have turned into loud speculation, and people are saying Busta's acting real weird lately, like he's preparing for something big, maybe even skipping town before things really explode. Word is, he's distancing himself from Diddy, not just on social media, but in real life, packing bags, planning a whole escape. And why? Because May 1st is creeping up fast, Diddy's trial date, and Busta seems like a man who knows way more than he's letting on.
Talking about Busta Rhymes before.
Super zest monster. That's my thing, but like this been common knowledge though. Like all my promoter homies would always say, man, we gotta bring some. We gotta bring some. What they call them? I'm not gonna say it. They call them fun boys. They'll say we gotta have some fun boys in the section for Busta.
And here's the kicker: the FBI might have actual video proof linking Busta to Diddy's dirty dealings. Let that sink in. He's been lurking on the sidelines of this scandal for a while now. Never front page, never fully exposed, but always there. Named floating just outside the headlines, people have been talking for years. Flip mode might have had more meaning than we thought. Let's talk facts. Busta's always kept his love life under wraps, like super private. But if you've been listening closely, industry folks, bodyguards, insiders, they've been whispering the same story for years. That Busta used to hit the club scene hard with a very specific type of crowd. And let's just say it wasn't the kind of party anyone was expecting. The whispers have been there forever, but no one dared to speak it out loud. Until now.
Police say the 52-year-old, whose real name is Trevor Smith, punched a man in the face numerous times. Authorities say it started with an argument between the two men last Friday morning in Dumbo. Rhymes was charged with third-degree assault on Tuesday. The victim was treated at the hospital for swelling to the face. Rhymes has not publicly commented on the incident.
And guess what? This ain't just a casual industry friendship. Busta and Diddy go way back. Think Put Your Hands Where My Eyes Could See. Yeah, that iconic track? Well, guess who was right there in the studio with Busta when he laid it down? Diddy. And according to folks in the know, the inspiration behind that banger might not have been strictly about music. Now that song title hits way different, especially with everything unfolding now. So when Busta jumped to Diddy's defense while everyone else was staying silent or cutting ties, the internet was like, what is he hiding? And now the rumors are saying Busta may have helped cover up some of Diddy's darkest moves.
Family and loving relationship of one of Africa's good sons. Just don't take too long to bring me back. You know what? Don't worry about it. I'm working on my citizenship, so y'all ain't got nothing to do with it.
Now things are spinning out of control. If even a slice of this hits the court, Busta could be cooked. People are asking, what does he know? What's he trying to escape from? And what the hell happened during those late night studio sessions with Diddy? And just when things couldn't get worse, Busta reportedly got into a physical altercation again. Details are murky, but insiders are saying he's spiraling, like he's cracking under pressure. Some even claim he knows his name's about to be dragged into court, and not in a cute way.
I've seen you talking about Busta Rhymes before
Oh yeah.
in some of your videos.
Oh yeah. Super zest monster. For sure, bro. That's my thing, bro. Like this been common knowledge though. Like all my promoter homies would always say, man, we gotta bring some. We gotta bring some. What they call them? I'm not gonna say it. They call them fun boys. They'll say we gotta have some fun boys in the section for Busta. Cause you know I bodyguarded for Ghostface Killer before. You feel me? And being around him, you hear things, you feel me? I'm like, damn. And my auntie like the biggest Busta Rhymes fan, you feel me? Like every cookout she playing at, all his little fast rapping, all of that, him and Craig Mack playing that, bro.
Let's not forget, Busta already made headlines earlier this year for another arrest. This time, allegedly for throwing hands during an argument in Brooklyn. Yep, grown man pushing 50 still getting into fights. It's giving serious Diddy twin energy. At this point, fans are starting to wonder, are these two just friends? Or are they bound by something deeper? And now with Diddy's trial knocking at the door, Busta is reportedly in full panic mode. Some fans noticed a suspicious IG post from Busta recently. The blessings don't stop, so we won't ever stop. Sounds sweet, right? But fans immediately tied it to Diddy's infamous can't stop, won't stop line, and the speculation exploded.
So, on my soul, I'm out with a group of people. At this time, I was with Don Benjamin. You familiar with him?
No, never heard of it.
Model dude, like a model guy. He was doing like some rapper and stuff. His name Don Benjamin. I'm out with Don Benjamin. And the club we ended up going to, Busta Rhymes in there. So it was a little lawyer guy that was with us. And the little lawyer guy we was with, you know, he was a gay dude, super cool, good guy. Bro, Busta Rhymes wanted him in his section so bad. Like, what? Pulled him to the section, like through the rope, and tucked him off in the corner. So I'm looking like, well, he ain't come with us. But I know he was in the little group. So if I go out with somebody, like a group of people, I try to make sure everybody get there together and leave together. He stayed with them. He stayed in there with them, bro. For sure. You ain't never heard about this before, have you? So this common knowledge, bro. If you in the mix, oh. If you in the mix, like I've been in the mix, you know this.
And get this, it's not just online posts. Word is Busta's planning to leave the entire country. Yep, pack up and bounce straight to South Africa. Some outlets even claim he's applying for citizenship. Not a vacation, not a getaway, a full-blown relocation. Why? Because Busta knows something's coming, and judging by the whispers, it's big. But as he plots his escape, more skeletons from his past are rattling out of the closet, especially the ones tied to his rumored DL lifestyle, which are now getting louder by the day. The parallels between Busta and Diddy, at this point, they're hard to ignore.
Oh, I hear somebody say, oh, he's cute, I want him. So when I heard that, I turned around like, man, did he just say that? You got all this jewelry to attract some men in here? You wild. Shocked me. But sure enough.
And that was the guy that Busta Rhymes pulled back?
Pulled him into the section. Pulled him into the section, and then they walled him off like this man. I'm like, damn. And that little dude was so happy, he couldn't believe that. He was shocked.
Things got really messy a few months back when Busta's ex-bodyguard, Big Homie CeCe, went on The Art of Dialogue and spilled everything. He called Busta a super zest monster and straight up accused him of having a history with younger men. According to him, this wasn't a secret in the industry. Promoters allegedly knew the deal. Anytime Busta was booked, they had to stack the VIP section with young, good-looking men. That was the unspoken rule.
Mama, you a bitch! Yo, bitch ass! Yo, bitch ass! You had it! Knock your ass out!
And Big Homie didn't stop there. He dropped a specific story, a wild night at the club with actor Don Benjamin and a friend of his who happened to be gay. The second Busta laid eyes on him, game over. Big Homie said Busta made a beeline, pulled the guy into his section, and stuck to him like glue all night. Hands-on, intense, and reportedly very normal behavior for Busta. Apparently, whenever Busta showed up, the promoters knew their job. Round up the best-looking dudes and send them his way. Because once Busta locked eyes, he wasn't letting go.
How long has it been like this known about Busta Rhymes?
I knew about this like in 2012. I knew about this in 2012.
How come you think nobody else speaks up on it or says anything?
Because, bro, these people admire these people so much. They want to make sure they in the section, they at the club, they at the video shoot, they can get backstage. That matters most to them. That matters so much to people. It's crazy. Like, but if you notice, like, there's countless videos of Busta Rhymes getting mad at females for just being girls. This girl touched him one time, he go crazy, throw a drink on her and everything. See what I'm saying? Like, what? Why you getting mad at females? You go to these guys, they in the club, go to their section. It's all men in the section. That ain't weird to nobody. I'm going to the bar, sorry. Text me if it get dangerous. But there's all this club security in here, like nothing's finna happen. Nobody wanna kill you guys, bro. Like, when I get jobs for people who really got a threat on their life, but man, you ask, bro, anybody that's in the mix, bro, like you know, bro. Most of these dudes, bro, putting on a major act. They don't wanna be themselves.
It's crazy.
They'll get mad at you for buying bottles of champagne to get a girl. They'll get mad, oh, we don't want these bottle rats in our section. What are we here for? Why are y'all here then? What are y'all here for? Just cause y'all got booked to be here, okay, but sometimes they not booked. They just in there. And what they looking for, it ain't gonna be what you thinking of, on God. Seen it.
Now, some fans clapped back, saying Big Homie was chasing clout, but he stood firm, said this has been an open secret in the industry for years. Why didn't anyone speak up? Because they were scared of losing access, scared of Busta's temper. The perks were too good, and the risks too high. But Big Homie dropped something even deeper. He said Busta's history of snapping on women might be rooted in something bigger, a conflict he's hiding inside. The theory that some men on the DL carry a storm of resentment, and it explodes in dark ways, especially toward women. And when you line that up with Busta's public meltdowns, his legal fights, and violent altercations, the pattern becomes scary clear. And then came the wave of stories. One by one, more men began stepping forward, alleging strange encounters with Busta. Trip Alley, a social media personality, even dropped a full story time on YouTube, claimed Busta tried to hit on him in NYC, invited him into his VIP section, and it wasn't for small talk. But that wasn't the end. In 2021, rumors flared again, and then paparazzi reportedly caught Busta leaving a Pride event with a trans woman. The internet lost it. That moment, Busta leaving that Pride event with a trans woman set the internet on fire. It was like throwing gasoline on an already lit scandal. Suddenly, people weren't just speculating, they were connecting the dots. All those whispers, all those rumors, the cryptic club stories, the mysterious studio nights, it all started looking way too real. And then came the Orlando Brown bombshell. Yeah, him. The former child star turned chaos magnet. Say what you want about Orlando, but he's been naming names for years, and some of what he said is now lining up in chilling ways. During a now infamous interview, Orlando listed a jaw-dropping lineup of big names he claimed he'd been with, and yep, Busta Rhymes was right there among them, alongside other shocking names like Usher, Terrence Howard, and even Drake. Fans weren't sure whether to laugh, cry, or just scream. Was this real? Was he trolling? But here's the wild part. Orlando never retracted it. In fact, he doubled down, saying Busta even had a secret alter ego, a woman named Raymona. Since the removal doubt Raiden, that part had social media detectives scrambling to pull receipts. And sure enough, Busta's real name? Trevor George Smith Jr. But some folks swear there's another alias floating around, one that lines up with what Orlando said. Suddenly, Busta wasn't just a rapper with a wild temper. He was a walking mystery. But let's make something clear. Nobody's shaming Busta for his sexuality. That ain't the issue. The real concern here is the pattern, the temper, the alleged violence, the predatory behavior people keep pointing to. Big Homie Cece made it loud and clear. When men stay closeted for too long, they sometimes turn that pressure into rage. Rage that erupts at the people closest to them. And when you look at Busta's history, that rage is hard to ignore. He's been arrested multiple times. Assaults, fights, public explosions. Let's not forget that wild moment when he attacked a stranger in the middle of the street because he thought the dude spit on his car. No questions asked. Just rage. Then came the infamous machete incident. Yep. According to Billboard, prosecutors once claimed Busta had a whole machete hidden in his car. Who rides around NYC with a machete? It was giving chaos energy and dangerous vibes. The next year, same story, more drama. This time, Busta allegedly assaulted his own driver over money. He pled guilty and got slapped with probation, but he didn't slow down. By 2009, it was fans catching him. According to the New York Post, one guy claimed Busta hurled water bottles at him during a concert, then had his bodyguard punch him in the face. Why? Because the fan tried to leave early. Seriously, the dude said Busta screamed at him, "I'm not good enough for you," then turned violent. And honestly, with Busta's temper, It tracks. Now fast forward to 2024, and here we are. Busta Rhymes is being whispered about in connection with Diddy's freak-off parties. Word is there's a video floating around, one that shows both of them at an underground FO party reportedly involving male escorts. No confirmation yet, but the internet is already deep diving trying to track it down. And just as that rumor's gaining steam, Busta starts talking about moving to South Africa. Coincidence? Fans don't think so, especially with Diddy's trial about to crack open like a rotten egg. Even Busta's reaction to the Diddy-Cassie situation made people side-eye him hard. While most of the industry distanced themselves, Busta spoke up, but not to protect himself, not to speak against violence. He told people to mind their business. And fans were like, what? You got the whole world seeing video footage of Diddy laying hands on Cassie, and instead of speaking out, Busta goes, let's not judge? But that's not neutral. That's suspicious. And now, with this full-on storm brewing, legal chaos, media insanity, whispers of tapes, and a potential FBI takedown, Busta's sudden move to South Africa looks real sketchy. The fans? They're not buying the fresh start excuse. They think he's running from something huge, running from secrets he can't outrun forever. So the question remains, is Busta just caught in the crossfire, or is he neck deep in the same mess Diddy's drowning in? We've seen the signs, the temper, the whispers, the drama, the strange club encounters, the loyalty to Diddy when everyone else jumped ship, the possible FBI footage, the planned relocation. There's too much smoke for there not to be fire. Now it's your turn. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Is Busta Rhymes just a longtime friend caught up in bad timing, or is he hiding way more than he'll ever admit? The tea is boiling and this story is far from over. And if you're here for the real gossip, the kind that other channels are too scared to touch, you already know what to do. Like, subscribe, share this mess, hit that bell. Because when this courtroom drama finally explodes, we're gonna be right here, giving you all the smoke.